Not that I should care, but have you spoken to your brother lately? Have you had any conversations with him about me or... No, I haven't heard from him. It's not rare for me and him to go days without talking. We're not the text every day type. But when it comes to you, why do I sense like some hostility? Something happened? Because apparently your brother is upset that I've been nice to Brian. You know, Brian's been trying to get close with us, being that he's your half-brother now. And I've been polite. And apparently your brother doesn't like that. And he wants me to apologize. I guess he's looking at it as I betrayed him or something. And you know how I feel about apologies, especially when they are unwarranted. I hate demanded apologies. Just ask Miranda. Wow, that's news to me. Typically he would complain about you to me if he had a problem. But no, I haven't heard from him in days. Again, that's not weird. It's just weird that he didn't vent to me about the problem he had with you. Usually I'm the first one he runs to complain about you, no offense. So he's not speaking to you either. Maybe that's the case. Maybe, weren't you nice to Brian as well? You had a nice little sit down with him and you're on good terms with Brian, so maybe Joey's upset at you too. Again, that would be news to me. I just don't see that though. I find it hard to believe because, you know, he's changed. I can't remember the last time he had like a fit or an outburst or a vendetta against someone. You know, he doesn't hold grudges anymore. Apparently he hasn't changed, and I was worried about moments like this. I don't necessarily know if his behavior is because he's legitimately upset with me and you, possibly, or if maybe behind the scenes he's relapsed. Maybe he's drinking again, because this type of mood is very familiar with him. He would act like this all the time, remember, with Miranda. So I'm thinking maybe he's drinking again or something. It is a very stressful time. I didn't think of that. I really hope that's not the case, although that's a good suspicion. There's no other reason as to why he would relapse, like emotionally, you know, having a outburst against you like that. If he's drinking again and if he relapsed, then you have to reach out to him. You know, these are the times where he needs us most. No. If he's drinking, it's even more reason for me not to reach out to him. Because I've had it up to here as a mother in terms of his substance abuse. Any other mother out there can vouch for me when I say this. We only have so much. We all have our limits. And he was doing so good, and I was so proud, and he was so far removed from that version of himself that I genuinely did not think he would go down this route again. And if that's the case, then I have given him all that I can. I'm focused on my relationship. I am focused on you. I'm focused on taking care of Jonathan's nephew and making him feel like he's part of the family. I don't need Joey to be an addict again. That's a little cold, Mom. You know, like, I think his effort being sober and for how long he was sober and how he avoided temptation at my wedding, he deserves a pat on his back and some recognition. And if he's struggling to stay sober, I think he deserves our help. But there's no guarantee that he actually relapsed, right? So where are you like getting this information from? Well, originally Melissa told me that Joey was sick, and that's why he was lying low and not responding. Then she came clean and told me that Joey is pissed off about the Brian stuff, And that's where she said that Joey's not going to talk to me until I give him an apology, which isn't happening. So, oh, I don't know why. I kind of thought you got it from Jonathan or something. There it is. A comment like that is exactly why Jonathan doesn't want to be around you. That's why there's a rift between you both. And that's why he wouldn't get back with me unless I said that I would keep you two apart. I at this point, I don't appreciate the slander towards Jonathan. Let's not do that. Let's all try to get along. This came from Melissa. If you want to slander anyone, slander her. Slander your brother for how he's behaving. Sorry. Just feel like if there was anyone to make something up, it would... Never mind. You trust Melissa like that, though? You know? She's not very trustworthy either. What do you mean? You think Melissa's lying? How would she... I haven't heard from Joey in a while. How would she prevent him from talking to me? And what would be her motive to make something up? Didn't you tell me that Melissa was the one, like, begging you to not tell Joey the truth about stuff, and she wasn't really happy about Ryan being our brother? She's very against everything. Anything that gets in the way of her and Joey. I don't know, if anyone has a motive, it would be her. The other day I kind of thought that she was the one that shot at Brian, but that was just like far-fetched. No, I get what you're saying, but maybe an older version of Melissa would have done that. I can't see her overpowering my son and prevent... No. I think that, I hope Joey's not using. And I hope Joey's just being an asshole. But my hunch is that he might have relapsed, which is why he's staying away. He doesn't want to be seen that way. He knows I will smell the alcohol on him. And he's gotten into one of his moods where he's demanding an apology over BS. And I'm not having it. Alright, well, if you're not going to reach out to my brother, your son, then I'm going to have to look into things myself. Yeah, be my guest. Just please don't let Joey get under your skin. Because if he's the old version of himself, you know he's more than capable of doing that. You know, Mom, the one thing that threw me off about this whole conversation is just how much you defend your new boyfriend. You know, a couple weeks ago you couldn't stand him, and now you're very devoted. You have a shield for him. Because, Gabby, Jonathan's proved to me that he cares about me. I haven't felt this type of admiration from a man in a very long time. It's different from Salvatore. There's something new. Something I haven't experienced before. So yeah, I'm going to defend my boyfriend.